Hello. Hi, everyone. I see your comment already. Thank you very much. So, hello, everyone. Welcome back to Weekly Korean Live class. And my name is Keijin. 안녕하세요, Keijin입니다. And 안녕하세요, 침침입니다. And yes, today is 목요일. It's a Thursday, right? Thursday for your Korean study. Yeah, that we've been waiting for a week. Yes, it's already 12, Lisa. Awesome. 어떻게 지내세요? I'm doing great. How about you? Yes, this is today's topic. Today we are going to talk about body organs words. Body organ words. Is it important? Yes, it's very commonly used. And also, I'm going to introduce some relevant expressions. So please keep watching it. 안녕하세요, Essie the Great, and 코아티 안녕, and 크리스 프라틱샤, and 지메나 와산다. Awesome. 푸아, 선생님 밥 먹었어요? That means, did you have a meal? Did you eat something? No. I usually have lunch after this live and I'm very hungry. 배고파요. 배고파요 means I'm hungry. Yes, I am very hungry. 안녕하세요, Kim and Marisa on Facebook too. Our regular students are here too. Gilon and Anna, awesome. Deepti. Okay, it looks like people, our students are still joining. So in the meanwhile, while waiting for more students, quick announcement. As you already know, usually when I introduce new words and expression, yes, this is, if you click the link in the description, you will see this page. So there are many things to download. Today's lesson recap will be here. So do you see this blue button becoming gray? Yes, if you click this button, you can download today's lesson note. I'm going to introduce some body organ related words and everything is here. And also, if you are not familiar with the Korean alphabet, it's here. And all my previous lesson notes are here, so please check it out. You can download them free if you have the Korean Class 101 account. If you don't have account, you can just sign up, and please don't worry, it's not paid materials. We have paid membership too, but to download this, you don't have to subscribe to our paid membership. So don't worry, download this for free and learn Korean for free. Okay, do we have all students ready? 안녕하세요, 아와티프 and 조산다. Mari, hello, Carlota, heart, awesome. Heidi and Claudia. Okay, so let's start our lesson. Ready? Yes, Sophie, hi, and Risha. Oh, Mariam, this is your first time to join the live. Great. If you have any time next time, I'll be waiting for you. So please join in. Okay, so let's start with some sentence pattern first. Before the body organ, there are many different ways to use this body organ, but I prepared this sentence pattern. 따라란. Can I point it correctly? A, 은는, B에, 좋아요. So you can replace A and B with any other words, any words that you want. 야사씨 안녕하세요. Mashka, oh, your first time too. Awesome. Oh, we have lots of new students. And Desha, first time here too. And Army, Yashati, first time too. Awesome. So let's practice this sentence pattern. A, 은는, 은 or 는. You don't use both. You choose 은 or 는. You are gonna choose one of these. And B, you can put any Korean word here. And say 에, 좋아요. So what is 은는? 은 or 는? It's a particle. It's topic marking particle. And in English, it's something like as for. as for A, or if you don't find a subject marking particle, very often it becomes subject. So don't think it's too difficult if you are very beginner. Just think it's like A here, A comes here. And then is good for B here. In English, you put B at the end, but in Korean, we put B here. And A is like 2. So it literally means A, as for A, is good to B. But in natural English, it will be like A is good for B. So A is another particle, which means like 2 or 4 here. B의 좋아요 means good. Good. As for A, to B, good. If you translate word by word, that will be the meaning. A is good for B. And what if I want to say, A is bad for B. It's bad. In that case, just replace 좋아요 with this. Just replace it. 타라 나온. You can't see? Is everything okay? If you guys can see it, please let me know. And if you can't see it, I recommend you to refresh the browser. So 좋아요 means good and 나빠요 means bad. By the way, do you see 요 at the end here? 요 at the end. 요 is another particle making the sentence polite. 요. So here, I'm just breaking down the sentence first. 좋아 itself means good. Good, that's fine. But this is very casual, informal. So, if you want to talk to your friend, this is totally fine. But if you want to talk to your boss or someone who is older than you or someone you haven't talked to, then you have to be a bit more polite. You can see it great. Then, in that case, just put 요 at the end, 요. 좋아 is casual. 좋아요 is quite polite. It's not very, very formal, but it's polite enough to talk to strangers or talk to someone who is older than you. 좋아요. Same for 나빠요 too. 나빠요. 나빠? This is casual, friendly. You can use it to your friends or kids who is much younger than you. Then you can say 나빠. But if you want to talk to stranger or your neighbor or even your family members who are older than you, like grandfather, grandmother, very often we use polite form by putting 요. This is casual. This is polite. Okay, so let's use this sentence pattern. By the way, I'm using this sentence pattern for body organ today, but this sentence pattern can be used for any other situation. Any other situation. It doesn't have to be a body organ. Like, for example, what can we do? For example, do you have an example? Let me think. Something is good for good. How about this? Cigarette. Cigarette is 담배. 담배는 건강에 나빠요. 담배는 건강에 나빠요. Do you know what this means? 담배 means cigarette. 건강 means health. 나빠요 means bad. So I'm saying cigarette is bad for your health. Cigarette is bad for your health. I just got a question. Yasha 씨, what is the difference between 좋아요 and 잘라서? 잘라서 means cut. It completely different meaning. 좋아요 means good. 잘라서 means cut. So you cut something. Cut paper. So 담배, cigarette, 건강, health, 나빠요 means cigarette is bad for health. 결론 is 담배 is not 감배. 담배. But by the way, did you notice I use 는 here, 는. Teacher, you just said I can use 은 or 는, but why did you use 는 here? 담배는. It's because 담배 ended with vowel sound. 담배, 담배, it ended with vowel sound, so I chose 는 here. What if? I choose another word. For example, alcohol is bad for your health. Alcohol is bad for your health. Alcohol in Korean is 술. Kim, thank you for your great example. That's a good one too. I'll read it out very soon. But 술 means alcohol. And 술, it ended with consonant, right? 술. This sound is kind of like similar to L, this. And you see this, right? So, 술, it ended with consonant, so I'm using 은 here. 은 here. So, you need to know if the words end with consonant or vowel. If it ended with consonant, then you are using 은 here. If it ends with vowel, then you are using 는 here. How about this, teacher? What should I use if it ended with consonant or vowel? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If it ends with vowel, then you can use 에. If it ended with consonant, you can still use 에. So for here, it doesn't matter, but this part is important. You have to choose 은 or 는 depending on which sound comes, consonant or vowel. And 푸소주, can I know the difference between 나빠요 and 싫어요? 나빠요 means bad. Bad is bad. Alcohol is bad for your health. 싫어요 means hate. I hate alcohol. 술이 싫어요. So the difference is bad or hate. Okay. Pura, thanks for the summary. That's right. When it ends with consonant, you use 은. When it ends with vowel, use 는. And also, thank you, Kim. 당근은 눈에 좋아요. 당근 means carrot. 당근, it ended with consonant sounds. I'm using 은. 당근은 눈, eyes에 좋아요. Carrot is good for your eyes. 당근은 눈에 좋아요. Okay? So let's use this sentence pattern for body organ. Yay! I have a question for you. Do you know this part? Taran! How do you say this part? Do you see this? This is brain, right? Brain. What is brain in Korean? Brain in Korean, oops, not this. Excuse me, not this. I didn't make the, yes, this. I didn't put the first slide. I moved my first slide here. So, brain is 뇌. Did you know that walking is good for your brain? Walking is good for your brain. What is walking in Korean? Walking in Korean is 따란. 걷기. By the way, in English, walking is not exactly a verb. It's the noun form of the verb, right? It's actually, the original form is to walk. But you made it as a noun form as walking. Same here, it's actually, 걷 is from 걷다, meaning to walk. This is the original form, dictionary form. But I'm making this 걷다 as noun form. So it's 걷기. By the way, making this noun form is very important. So I'll be doing this lesson next week. So I'm going to skip how you can make the noun form. But just 걷기, just remember 걷기 means walking. So how do you say it? 걷기, it ended with 이. Vowel sound, 걷기. So I'm using 는 here. 걷기는 뇌에 좋아요. 걷기는 뇌에 좋아요. 걷기는 뇌에 좋아요. It means walking is good for your brain. 걷기는 뇌에 좋아요. Did you know this expression? 뇌가 섹시하다. It literally means it brain is sexy. This is a slang that young people use a lot. 뇌가 섹시하다. It means brain is sexy. Brain is sexy and it just means smart. And young people just make it as a like slang. That person is very attractive because the person is smart. For example, RM from BTS is known as very smart among the idol members in BTS. So a lot of people said, oh, his brain is so sexy. He's very attractive because he's smart. And we say, 내가 섹시하다. So a lot of people say, he is a man who has sexy brain. So this is a slang too. So you will see a lot of young people are using it, but my parents don't use this. So please use it to your friends, but not to your boss. Well, if you want to make a joke and you have very close relationship with your boss, then maybe you can use it, but not in the presentation or serious situation. This is slang. 남자 means a man. So 내가 섹시한 남자. It means a man who has sexy brain. So 뇌가 섹시한 남자. This is too long for Korean people, so a lot of people just say 일단 뇌생남. This is slang. 뇌생남. 뇌생남. Red Monster, 남준 씨. We have a lot of army here. 뇌생남 means a man who is smart, who is very attractive because he's smart. How about I'm a big fan of another idol girl group. So not man, I want to say a girl. The woman or the girl who has sexy brain is 뇌생녀. Again, please remember this is a slang. So you will see a lot of young Korean people use this word on the internet or in daily life, but not in the presentation, not in the meeting. 뇌생녀. Okay. Awesome. I love your sexy brain. Yes, it means smart, by the way. Smart, clever, intelligent. Next word that I have is, well, how about this? Do you know how to say this part, this big part, 따라란, this part, not this heart. This is long, right? And this is 폐 in Korean. 폐. 폐 is the body organ that help you breathe. That's what 폐 does, right? 폐. Long. So, let's use the word that we learned today is 담배, right? 담배 is bad for your health, by the way. 담배는 폐에 나빠요. Now you know what this means, right? 담배, cigarette. I use 는 here because 담배, it ended with vowel sound. So I'm using 담배는 폐, long. 에 is like to your tongue. 나빠요, bad. 담배는 폐에 나빠요. Awesome. How about this? The important word, another word here. 따란, this part. Do you know how to say this part? 두구. Everyone has this part, right? Heart is pounding, right? It's 심장. It means heart. Just like the English expression, this word is important because heart doesn't just mean the organ. It can mean it's a symbolic word for many different situations. 심장 can be heart or love. So 심장 is used very, 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 very commonly in Korean lyrics. Yes, 심장 can also mean kind of like 마음, 마음 means like your mind or your think. 심장, 심장, 심장. Okay. Do you know the onomatopoeia word for heart pounding? Like tuku, tuku, tuku. In Korea, we have onomatopoeia word for that, which is 두근두근. Oh, a lot of people notice this word, right? Because this is a very, very common onomatopoeia words in Korean lyrics, Korean song lyrics. A lot of K-pop singers use this word. 두근두근, 두근두근. I'm not going to sing it. But 두근두근 is the sound of heart beating. 두근, 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 두근. So it's very common onomatopoeia word for Korean song too. 두근두근 is quite positive words. It can be used for negative words too, negative situation too. But in most cases, when you see this word, you can expect, you can think that this person is expecting something. Like, oh, expecting something. For example, 두근두근. I'm waiting for the concert result because BTS or other Twice or Blackpink, they are so popular, so it's very difficult to get their ticket. So I apply for it, and now I'm waiting for the result. 두근두근. And I'm expecting it, so my heart is beating fast. 두근두근. But also it can be used for bad situation too. For example, Chimchim is chasing me because I stole Chimchim's favorite candy. So I'm running away and I feel Chimchim is chasing me, so my heart is beating fast. Now I'm hiding my body somewhere, and then I see Chimchim. Chimchim is looking for me, so my heart is beating fast. 두근, 두근. I'm nervous. It can be used for nervous, or it can be used for something you expect a lot. 두근두근. Or I'm falling in love with, as you know, any K-pop idol or K-pop girl group or anyone. You love someone and you saw that person and your heart is beating fast. 두근두근. So it's used in this situation. There is another onomatopoeia word for heart beating, which is 쿵쾅쿵쾅. 쿵쾅. 쿵쾅. This is definitely more common. But 쿵쾅쿵쾅 is used to when your heart is beating so hard. So the sound of your heart beating so loud. 쿵쾅쿵쾅. 쿵쾅쿵쾅. But again, this is more common, but when you want to express that your heart beating so fast and that sound is so loud, sound is big, sound is loud, then you use 쿵쾅쿵쾅. Or without 쿵, 쾅쾅 is fine. 쿵쿵 is fine, 쿵쿵. Some people just 쿵쿵. Again, the difference is this one is like normal heart beating, but still it's nervous or expecting or yeah. But 쿵쿵 is like big sound, big loud sound. Okay, we have many other organ. Let's move on to this part. Do you know how to say this? 간. 간 means liver. 간 means liver. 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 간. 간. This is very short. 간. We already covered this word, right? 술 means alcohol. Oh, I'm always saying something that is bad for your health. 술. Instead of 술, let's go for 막걸리. 막걸리, I don't know. It's very, very bad for liver. Let's do soju. 소주. This is soju. It's Korean gin, Korean rum. It's transparent and it's pretty strong. As far as I know, it's around 20 degrees. It used to be higher than 20 degrees, but these days it's lower than 20 degrees. So let me just say 20. Let me just say it as an average, 20 degrees. And it's definitely stronger than beer or wine. So 소주. 소주는, I'm using 는 here because 소주 ended with vowel sound. 소주는 간, liver에 나빠요. 소주는 간에 나빠요. Soju is bad for your liver. 소주는 간에 나빠요. You can use this way. Yes, Pura, great job. Koati, yes, is 간. And Priyashu is 간. Nisha, good job. 술은 간에 나빠요. And 재훈 too, 소주는 간에 나빠요. 길론, 소주 주세요. Give me soju. No, it's bad for your liver. No alcohol during Korean lesson. Okay? Okay. And 간 is used very commonly for Korean idiom. Do you know this expression? 간이 떨리다. 간이 떨리다. Whew. It means very nervous. Very nervous. So 간이 떨리다 is a dictionary form, but when you want to say it in a sentence, we change this dictionary form to present tense. I'm not going to explain the grammar details about this present tense. Check out my previous video, but we'll say this. 간이 떨려요. 간이 떨려요. Oh, very nervous. For example, whenever teacher calls my name, I'm very nervous because teacher will ask you to say the answer. Chim, I'm the teacher. Chim is the student. Chim, what's the answer for question number 3? And Chim is whenever teacher calls my name, I'm very nervous. 선생님이 제 이름을 부를 때마다 선생님, teacher, 제 이름, my name, 제 이름을 부를, it means call, 때마다 means whenever. So, 선생님이 제 이름을 부를 때마다, this is a long sentence. So, it's for upper beginner or intermediate learners. 선생님이 제 이름을 부를 때마다, whenever teacher calls my name, 간이 떨려요. 간, liver, E is subject marking particle. 떨려요. It literally means shake. My liver is shaking. My liver shakes. My liver shakes because I'm so nervous. When you're nervous, you shiver or shake your body, right? And then you shiver so much, you shake your body too much, so your liver is even shaking because you're very nervous. 간이 떨려요. 간이 떨려요. Another expression is 간이 떨어지다. 간이 떨어지다. 떨어지다 means fall down. So liver is fall down. Why? Because you are shocked. Usually, very often it's used for negative situation. When I saw my scores, exam scores, 간이 떨어졌어. 간이 떨어지다 means when you are so shocked. 간이 떨어지다. Or very often you say instead of 간이 떨어지다, 간이 떨어질 뻔하다. 간이 떨어질 뻔하다. It means my liver is about to fall down. So when I saw something, you are so shocked, and then my liver was almost fall down, or my liver was almost fall down. 간이 떨어질 뻔하다. This is an idiomatic expression. Okay, Robana, I'm glad to hear that. Thank you very much. This idiomatic expression is actually upper beginner and intermediate because for absolute beginner, it might be very difficult. So don't worry too much, but it's common expression. Okay, so let's move on to next part. How about this? Do you know this part? Do you know how to say this? It's stomach, right? Stomach. How do you say stomach in Korean? It's 위. Amoy, hello, you're here, great. Stomach is 위, by the way, 위. When I say 위, a lot of people say, teacher, doesn't that mean it's above, or is up? That's right. 위 has many different meanings, and 위 can be above, but here is used for stomach. Only the pronunciation is same. It has no relation between we, stomach, and we, up. So the pronunciation is the same, but It's a different word. So 위 means stomach. 위 means stomach. Korean food, a lot of Korean food are spicy, very strong. Korean people love spicy food. So spicy food, too strong spicy food, too spicy food is bad for your stomach, right? 매운 음식은 매운 음식, 매운 spicy. 음식 means food. 매운 음식은 음식 ending with consonants. I'm using 은 here. 매운 음식은 위 stomach. Here. 위에 나빠요. 나빠요. 매운 음식은 위에 나빠요. 디샤, that's right. 배 is another common word and it has many different meaning. It can be a sheep. Can I draw sheep? Sheep. Or it can be a stomach. Or it can be a pear. So 배, the pronunciation is same, but it has many different meaning. Okay, let's move on to next word. How about this? Do you know this part? This part is kidney. Kidney is 신장 in Korean. 신장. But you know, there is another way to call kidney, which is 콩팥. This is pure Korean word. And 신장 is from the Chinese characters. So both are very common, but 신장 is more medically, 신장 is more commonly used, and 콩팥 is totally fine. Let me break down this word to help you memorize this word easier. 콩 literally means beans. It's soy, beans. 팥 means 아즈기 beans or red beans. 콩팥. Why? Look at this. This looks like this. And it looks like beans, isn't it? It looks like 아즈기 beans. It's red beans. So that's why the name is 콩팥. Because of the shape. 신장 or 콩팥. We have other thing here. How about this? 따라라라란. Do you know what it is? 따라라라란. It's intestine. So you can just use this, but you know there is large intestine. Oh, I feel like I'm a doctor. Let's talk about medical term. Large intestine is 대장. 소장 means small intestine. Actually, intestines has some parts like big one and small one. Big one is 대장 and small one is 소장. Why am I using this medical term, which might not be used so commonly in your daily life? Why am I teaching this to you? Because, you know, we do barbecue with this intestine in Korean. Very commonly, we eat this. Korean people love this intestine or internal organs of beef or pork. Pork has some part of these intestines, and we barbecue it and eat. So Korean people use this word a lot because we love the food. We love the barbecue. So when you go to Korean barbecue restaurant, you will see these words. So you know which part it is now. Okay, let's move on. How about this? Now I'm not talking about a specific part, but something more general. How about this part? Internal organs in general, like a lot of part, is 내장. If you want to memorize more easily, let me break down. 내 is actually inside. It has meaning of inside. 장 is like intestines or general internal organs. So it's like internal organs. 내장. Again, I told you that Korean people love these internal organs as food. So you will see this. 내장탕. Maybe it sounds so cruel to you. 내장 means internal organ and 탕 means stew. So it's internal organ soup. Very often, yeah, is using the beef organs and make some soup. And when we call it 내장탕. There is another way to say internal organ, which is Yakuk's fiction. Happy birthday in advance. Happy birthday. Okay. Yes, 내장 is internal organ. And 다란 장기. 장기 is another way to say internal organ. You will see a lot. When some serious or the dark side, like mafia movies in Korean mafia movies, very often they use this word. So if you see this, you will notice it. 장기 means internal organ. Just as an expression, like they'll say, "Oh, I'll take your internal organs," as bad expression. Or some bad mafia say, "Oh, I'll take your organ and sell it." So yes, it appears sometimes. If you know this, yes, you will see it. Yes. So these are the words that we learned today. How was it? We use this word very commonly. So yes, if you have any chance, please review this. 뇌, brain, 폐, lung, heart, 심장, 간, liver, 위, stomach, 신장 or 콩팥, kidney, 장, intestines, 내장, internal organ. So please use this vocabulary, and of course we have a homework for you. Adeline, thank you. I'm glad to hear that you love this lesson. Woohoo! Woo! Thank you, Wasanda too. Oh, honey, I can't even eat chicken skin. I see. I heard people from India doesn't eat chicken skin, but in Korea we eat it. Miton, what is your name? What is your name? My name is Keijin. And thank you so much for Miss Hemi loves K-pop. I'm really happy for your support as always and encouraging messages. Thank you so much. Yay! Thank you for your donation. I sincerely appreciate that. And my name is Keijin. And for those of you who want to practice your vocabulary that we learned today, then do your homework. This is my Instagram. Super Keijin. It's underbar. Super underbar Keijin. So please use sentence pattern and use the word that we learned to get together today. 뇌 or like 폐, 심장. Please use the word that we learned together and apply it to this sentence pattern. And then if you tag me on Instagram story or Instagram post, then I will check it and give you feedback. I will correct your sentence or give you some tips. So tag me on Instagram. By the way, I don't use Facebook or Twitter, other stuff. So please tag me on Instagram only. If you don't have Instagram, please leave a comment on Facebook and YouTube that you are watching it. So thank you very much, everyone. And of course, I will be back next week. Next week, it will be, oh wow, time flies. Today is already June. And next week will be June 10th. On another Thursday, it will be 1 p.m. in Korean time. And as I mentioned, I'm going to make a video about verb nominalization. For example, in English, walk become walking. Walking. Or study become studying. So you put ing, make a noun for verb nominalization. And there is a form for Korean too. So next week is the grammar lesson. Yay! Grammar is so useful. So please join it again. It will be 1 p.m. in Korean time. And for those of you who didn't watch my full video, you can also download this these words, this today's lesson note, so you can review it. Or if you want, actually in this page, if you click this body organ PDF, there's not only body organ words, but there is also body words for body parts or any relevant word, for example, like eyes, nose, face, lip. So there are many different words. So please download it for free with KoreanClass101.com account, free account. No need to purchase anything. So don't worry too much and check it out. And if you are not familiar with the Korean alphabet, you can learn here. Or if you like my videos, all my previous lesson notes and lessons are here. So check it out. So thank you very much, everyone. And I'll see you next week. I'll wait for you guys in next week's class. Ta-da! Thank you, JM. Stay safe to you. Wasanda, Pura, love, Kushi. Oh, Kurdistan and Kiara. Oh, Kiara. And Pinky, Martin, Rashta, Kim Jonu. And Amoy, Monica. Wow, we are getting a lot of comments. Manya and Pura, Jaisri. And of course on Facebook to Pakris, Kim. Thank you so much for all your comment. And Jusanda, as usual, you are participating in Korean class every week. I truly appreciate that. And Gillen and Lisa, Natasha, and Maricel, Min, Seya, Seha. Andrea, Charmaine, awesome, and Faria. Thank you very much and bye. See you